Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to get straight into it. So, firstly what I'm doing is priming my entire face. One thing that I really like to do is put concealer on my eyebrows before I apply any eyebrow product, just because for some reason it doesn't stick really well on my skin. I'm using the MAC Eyebrow Crayon in the shade Stud, and I'm just going to use that to outline my eyebrows. I use this eyebrow crayon now because I feel like it's a lot easier than cleaning it up later. I can make such a nice, crisp, even, beautiful looking eyebrow, as you can tell. And I do that first. Then what I do is with a clean brush, I will just run it through my eyebrow and try to move the product around from the eyebrow crayon. Then I use the ANASTASIA Beverly Hills Brow Duo in the shade Ebony, and I use that to fill in any parts of my eyebrow that aren't filled in already. This step used to take so long, but look at me now. To set my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear waterproof brow gel in the shade. I have no idea, but brown, maybe chocolate? Is it called chocolate? I don't know. Next, I'm going to be carving out my eyebrows, so I just put some concealer on my brush and just make the line underneath my eyebrows super perfect. This is my favorite bit. Then I'm going to prep my eyes using the same concealer and then set it with some pressed powder. Now I'm going in with the Too Faced Natural Love palette. I'm going to get the shade Honey Butter and put that all over my crease. Really buff it in there. Make sure it's like really all up in that crease. Then I'm going to be using the Kylie Birthday Collection palette called I Want It All. I'm going to get the shade 1942 and deepen my crease. I'm really loving this color at the moment. It is honestly the perfect transition shade for my skin tone.
Going back to that Natural Love palette, I'm going to get the shade Satin Sheets, and I'm going to use my finger to apply this on my lid because it is so much more pigmented than using a brush. You could also spray your brush with some Fix Plus or some setting spray, which I just did. And I'm going to get this shade, which I don't know what it's called, oh my god. I'm going to leave everything in the description below, I apologise for that. Then I'm going to get the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I'm going to get the shade Summer Yum, and I'm going to really deepen up that crease. I wanted to add more of an orange kind of feel to the crease. Now using the one and only Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia, I'm going to get the shade Cyprus Umber, which I've hit pan on, and I'm going to deepen my outer corner. I love doing this just to make the eye look a little bit more smoky and more nighttime. Then I'm going to get this shade, which is called, I know what it's called, give me a second, Tempera. And I'm going to put that on underneath my brows. Underneath? Yeah, underneath my brows. Then I'm going to buff it out with my crease brush. Then I'm going to get the shade Vermeer and put that underneath my arch of my brow. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Colossal Big Shot Mascara. I am in love with it. Now using some micellar water and a makeup pad, I'm just going to clean up underneath and around my eyes just to make it a little bit more sharp. For foundation, I'm going to be using MAC Match Master Foundation in the shade 6.0. This is perfect colour for my fake tan, or my normal tan in summer for that matter. And I'm just going to be using a beauty blender to evenly put that everywhere and make it blend really nicely. And now I'm just talking too much. Can't forget the ears. Never forget the ears. Now I'm just going to be using my little foundation paddle brush kind of thingy and carving out the top of my eyebrow with my foundation, and then using my beauty blender again to blend that out nice and seamlessly. For concealer, I'm going to be using Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 20, and I'm going to put that under my eyes in little triangles, and that's going to brighten and highlight under my eyes and get rid of those bags because not good. To highlight some more and add some dimension to my face, I'm going to put concealer on my forehead, nose, tip of my nose, cupid's bow and chin, and we are going to blend that out. Using RCMA No Color Powder, I'm going to be baking under my eyes, but instead of just putting the powder there and letting it sit, I'm going to really work the powder into the concealer that I just put down. I'm also going to be putting concealer on my nose, and I do this because my nose goes really oily and I lose the most amount of foundation on my nose. Then using a buffing brush with Australia's Fresh and Flawless pressed powder in the shade Darkest Brown, I'm really going to pat the powder into my skin so it really sits in my skin instead of me using a big fluffy brush and spreading it all over my face and losing all the foundation that I just put down. Oh my gosh, I'm actually speaking that fast. Using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, I'm going to get those two shades there, and I'm just going to contour my cheekbones. I'm also going to bring the contour up to my temples, and do not forget the forehead, especially on me. I could never forget the forehead because my forehead is huge. For blush, I'm going to be using NARS Orgasm Blush. I'm going to start on the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm just going to flick it up. Just flick it up. Anastasia has the best highlighters. I'm going to be using this one called Marshmallow from the Sweets Glow Kit, and I'm just going to highlight the highest points of my cheeks and also run it past my temple, like just on top of the end of my brow. Oh! And I'm going to put some on the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow. Using the I Want It All palette again, I'm going to get the shade Party Time and put that on my lower lash line and use that as like a transition shade for my lower lash line. Then I'm going to get Summer Young from the Sweet Peach palette again, and I'm going to deepen that up just like I did in my crease. Then I'm going to get Cyprus Umber from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to focus that on the outer corner of my lower lash line and connect it to the outer corner of my eyelids. These have to be my second favourite eyelashes. These are number 141 from Allure. I still don't know how to pronounce it. How good. Like, look at this. Like, look at that difference. Like, oh my god. For lipstick, I decided to go with the Kylie Cosmetics birthday collection lipstick called 20. I've lined my lips with the 20 lip liner, and then I'm going to be using the 20 liquid lipstick to fill that in. I really love this colour. To finish, I'm going to be using NYX Matte Finishing Spray, and that is all, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. In 3, 2, swear. I'd like to be everything you want. Hey girl, let me talk to you. If I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go. I keep you on my arm, girl. You'd never be alone.